Hi, guys. This is Fullerton Professional Organizing here, where we help you declutter your faith, your home, and your business. Well, hello. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Carrie with Fullerton's Professional Organizing. And on this channel, we talk about faith, stewardship, and creating space in your home and business without overwhelm or guilt. Now, my head is still stopped up. I've been sick. So just excuse the nasally sound. At least that's what I hear in my ear. But today we're going deeper than bins and labels today because clutter isn't just physical, it's often also spiritual. Now, Jesus gave us a prayer, the Lord's Prayer, that quietly teaches us how to declutter our hearts, reorder our priorities, and steward what God has entrusted to us. So that's what we're talking about today. We want to show you how the Lord's Prayer becomes a faith-based declutter checklist for your faith, home, and business. So let's start. And this is Matthew 6:9, if you happen to want to look it up later. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Before Jesus teaches us what to do, he reminds us who God is. Father, not a taskmaster, not a drill sergeant. Clutter often grows where identity is shaken. When we don't feel secure, we overfill our life, our calendars, our closets, our businesses, our lives. We just fill it with clutter. The first line declutters the heart by anchoring us in the truth. The Bible is truth. I don't need to prove my worth. I already belong. Declutter. Let's ask ourselves a decluttering question. Am I filling my life to prove something or resting in who God says I am? Remember, our stuff is great. There's nothing wrong with stuff, but is it our identity? Now, aligning over accumulation and verse 10. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Now, heaven represents perfect order, not chaos, not trying to get it all done or to do it right, striving. This line asks us to pause and ask, does this commitment belong in my life today? Does this purchase align with who God wants me to be today? Sorry. Does this purchase align with God's priorities for me today? Does this business decision reflect his will or my fears? Not everything good belongs in your season, the season you're in right now. We have seasons in our life. Clutter often comes from saying yes where God never said go. Clutter often comes, I'm going to say that again, from saying yes where God never said go. Here's another decluttering question. Is this God assigned or self-assigned? Now, daily bread, not not storing away for another day. Verse 11, Give us this day our daily bread. Are we trusting him day by day? This line dismantles scarcity mindset or scarcity thinking. Daily bread, not stockpiles. Trust, not fear. In homes, this shows up as, what if I need this someday? I'll keep it just in case. Now, in business, it may be overworking, taking every opportunity that comes our way instead of the ones that he has designed for us in this season. Fear-based hustle and grind. Jesus teaches enough. Declutter question. Am I storing fear or trusting God for today? Okay, now here is where we're going to try to speak about releasing emotional clutter in verse 12. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Unforgiveness is also clutter. So is shame. So is guilt God already released. You cannot create space while gripping pain. Many people struggle to declutter physically because they're carrying a lot of emotional pain, emotional weight. His yoke is easy, but we choose to carry it. We carry regret, bitterness, old wounds tied to items or seasons like divorce. Here's another decluttering question to ask yourself. What am I holding that God has already asked me to let go of and to release? Now, let's talk about boundaries. Boundaries that create peace. Let's go to verse 13. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. This is a prayer for guardrails or boundaries. Boundaries aren't restrictive, they're protective. In the home, overbuying, overkeeping, overcommitting. Now, in business, it might look like comparison or burnout, compromising your values. God's order always includes limits. Now, here's your decluttering question. Where do I need boundaries to protect my peace? The peace that God wants me to have. Now, taking ownership settles everything. Verse 13. For yours is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. This line settles it. God owns it all. We own nothing. Okay? Which means I don't cling, I steward, I release easily. Let me say that again. I don't cling to it. I steward it. I release it easily when it's time to let go. Okay? When ownership is settled, decluttering becomes an act of worship, not loss. God owns it, we don't. Therefore, we can let it go. Now, here's the question. Am I managing God's resources or protecting my own kingdom? What's mine? Am I stewarding what's his or am I controlling what's mine? Now, when faith is in order, homes simplify, businesses clarify, and anxiety is loosened. Decluttering isn't about minimalism or perfection. It's about alignment. Now, let's go ahead and pray. You can bow your head, you can close your eyes, you can do whatever makes you comfortable. But Father, show us what no longer serves your will in our faith, our home, and our work. Teach us to live with enough. Help us release fear, trust you daily, and steward well what you've placed in our hands. Order our lives according to your kingdom. Now, if this teaching encouraged you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs peace in their home or business. And if you want faith-based practical organizing support, check out all the links. We have them all in the description. I have virtual organizing so that I can help you no matter where you live. And you can, subscribe so you can see all my videos as they are posted, and I can help you whenever you need it. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.